Hey guys, how you doing? Mark Graham here, and this is Big Balls Marketing. Hey guys, tonight I'm going to be talking about a couple of things, but I'm going to be asking some questions too. And one of the questions that I'm going to let me fix this. One of the questions that I'm going to talk about tonight, or it's actually a series of questions, is what would you do if you were more courageous? What would you do if you decided that you would participate in a business opportunity? If you stopped just going from site to site and looking at things and you actually joined something, how would that affect your life? What would you do? How would things be if you started a Shopify store? Maybe something that is one of your hobbies, and you started selling products associated with that hobby. Whether it was fishing or sewing, something along those lines, some sort of craft niche, maybe. How would that change your life? Okay, because far too many people are sitting around wondering what it would be like to be successful, or what it would be like to be successful in their own business. And far too many people are submit, I guess, to fear, to the fear of failure or the fear of looking silly or stupid or whatever it may be, rather than going after their dreams. And I'm here to tell you, it doesn't cost you any more. It doesn't cost you any more to go after your own deal, to go after your own goals. I mean, what if you started an SEO business, a Facebook ad agency, monitoring or creating Facebook ads for a local business, maybe a doctor or a dentist or a chiropractor or some other profession, maybe a lawyer, an insurance agency, whatever it may be. It's not any harder to build up your own dream and to work on your own dream as it is to work on someone else's. And believe me, if you're an employee somewhere, if you're an employee with a company, you're building someone else's dream. It may be your nightmare, I don't know. But it's not any more difficult for you to go out there and do your own thing. And it just may be a good time to start thinking about, not quitting your job, not just throwing everything away. I'm not one of those just over broke job guys. Okay, I believe a job is a good thing. A job allows you to have some disposable income that you can do something with. It gives you the security that you need when you have a family. So be grateful for having a job. You got these guys around here, that just means just over broke. Well, they're stupid, okay, because you don't need to just go out there and just quit your job. Okay, now if you do want to quit your job, if you hate what it is that you do, if you go to work and you do something 40 hours plus a week and you hate it, I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't find a way to replace that, you're just stupid and you deserve whatever you get. Okay, you deserve however things end up. And, I don't know what else to tell you about that. But the reason why people don't do things, they don't do things out of the fear or pain, or the fear of being in pain, getting out of their comfort zone. It's just, change is just terrifying for a lot of people. But change comes no matter what. And, back in 2008, there were a lot of people that change came and they weren't ready for it, and they weren't even thinking that it was about to happen. But the housing bubble blew, and, there were a few other things. But the jobs just went away, especially in middle America. And a lot of people were just left there wondering what to do. How am I going to make it? How am I going to take care of my family? How am I going to provide? What am I going to do? So it's always a good time to, have some sort of strategy where you're developing something on the side, okay? Some sort of business opportunity or whatever it may be. And y'all know that I promote some. I promote the American Bill Money program and the Power Lead System program. And right now I'm really pushing the Power Lead System. And the reason why is because I have found, I have really kind of looked at their compensation plan, and I really like that. There's a lot of ways to win with that program. And it's very cheap to get involved, to get started. You can start at one of the lower levels, and it's very inexpensive, less than American Bill Money even. And, it's about, $50 a month maybe. But, and the upside is there's just a ton of potential there. And also a lot of information there in their training. And so that's one of the reasons why I like that particular program. But I really like their compensation plan. If you want to check that out, go to leadcoachmark.com. Leadcoachmark.com. You can check all that out. And I'm not really going to go into that tonight. But, it's the comfort zone thing. We're very comfortable with what we're familiar with. Even if that is, a lot of times you wonder how these people that are in abusive relationships or situations, why they stay there. Well, they stay there because they know that suffering, and they don't know what the other suffering might be. Oh my gosh, it might be worse. Well, it might be a lot better. And so sometimes you just have to have the courage. You have to have the intestinal fortitude to get up and say enough is enough and go out and change it. Go out and do something to make it better. Or, at least attempt to make the attempt to go out there and try and make something better. It doesn't hurt anymore to go after what you want than suffering the whole regret thing at 82 years old, thinking to yourself, realizing that you could have done more for yourself, you could have done more for your family, you could have done anything that you really wanted to, anything that you put your mind to, if you just would have tried, if you just would have taken care of it. Cowards die 1,000 deaths, and the valiant only die once. There's so much life that is not lived. There's so many people out there that have these dreams and they have these ideas, and you always have somebody that's oh gosh, I came up with this great idea, and then about 2 years later I saw it on the shelves, and I could have been a million. Well, somebody else had that idea too, jackass, and what they did was they took action. Okay, they went for it. Okay, if you would have went for it, you may have been the one with the product on the shelf. You can't sit around and just hope that things are going to get better. That's not how it works. Okay? So what I would do right now, I would invite you to figure out something. Find not necessarily your passion, okay? This may be something that you're not passionate about, but find something that's going to help you achieve some of your financial goals, or at least give you the money to experiment with some things and see what it is that you really like. You never know. If you really enjoy sitting in traffic every day, for an hour and a half, and then doing it on the way home as well, more power to you. Personally, I hate traffic. I'm not really into it. And I'm certainly not into just building someone else's dream. I'm going to be working on mine, okay? If I have to have a job, that's fine. But I'm going to be working on my vision, my goal for myself, for my family, for the whole 9 yards. So, guys, like I said, it doesn't cost you anymore, okay? And a lot of times it costs you less. But I can promise you this. I'm not going to be sitting around at 80 years old or 85 wondering, wow, I wonder what it would have been like if I would have just went for it, because I'm going to go for it. And, you may not succeed every time. And that's fine, too. As a matter of fact, there is I made a video today on boosting your Facebook post to get more traffic to your sites, which I probably got a little bit of traffic to my site, but let me tell you something, I didn't get any conversions. And the reason that I'm talking about that is because it's really important for you to understand that everything I do doesn't work. Everything that I jump on doesn't just work out. Okay, and I'm going to make another video, and I'll probably attach the URL for the second video to the description on the first, so that people can see that, just because you put something out there doesn't mean it's going to work, but it also doesn't mean that you quit. That is, I don't even consider those failures. This is still the testing process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there and I'm going to revamp some things, or I'm going to create some totally new ads, throw these out, and just say, hey, this is part of the learning process. This is part of the process. And that's the other thing that you always have to remember. Everything is a process. Okay, so just because you get out there and you start to work on something and it doesn't work out immediately for you, it's probably not going to. Most of the time, you're going to have to tweak some things. You're going to have to, you're going to have to work with some things and do them once, twice. The thing about being an entrepreneur, okay, is I can be wrong 100 times. I can be wrong 1,000 times. I just need to be right once for it to be life-changing, for it to be life-altering. It's the same for you. The universe doesn't care, my friend, whether or not you work for somebody else or whether or not you do it yourself. Okay? But at the end of the day, you're the one that has to look in the mirror. And you're the one that has to say, did I give it my all? Did I do everything that I could to make my dreams come true? Did I do everything that I could to make the love of my life, to make her dreams come true or his dreams come true, whomever that may be? Did I do everything in my power to make sure that my children saw me working my ass off to provide a better life for them? Did I do it all? Did I leave it all on the table? Or did I go to my grave with a bunch of life still left in me, a bunch of ideas, a bunch of potential? How sad. And remember, guys, you just have to go out there and you just have to succeed once. You're going to go out there, you might do one Facebook ad, you might have to do 10 Facebook ads, you might have to do 20 of them. Sooner or later, you're going to find the one that's going to work for you, and you're going to run with it. And you're going to generate your leads, you're going to convert those leads into sales, and you're going to win because you didn't quit. So remember, guys, what if you are more courageous? What if you do take that step? Is it going to be any worse than not doing it and living a mediocre life? That's something you've got to answer for yourself. And with that said, that's it for tonight. Guys, have a great night. Remember to subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you hit the like button. And guys, remember, I will see you at the top. Take care.